guys, I'm Marta, this is Somewhere Library. Welcome back if you're coming back. If you're not here, welcome for the very first time. I don't want to do long introduction, so I'm just gonna let you know a bit about me being a chicken. So as I just said, I'm a huge chicken and I don't like terror or spooky books, so I just stick to thriller because somehow serial killers and murders are not terrifying. I don't know, I just like them. So, as I said, I don't like spooky or terror in general. I mean, in Halloween I watch Magic Mice, so yeah, and that's just me. So, as you know, it's the season and it's the season for spooky and thrillers and all that stuff. I have decided to bring you a recommendation video with thrillers within like different genres of thrillers. So we have like YA thriller, I have like regular thrillers, and then I have like historical fiction thriller, legal thriller, and I also have a non-fiction thriller. So without further ado, let's just go into all the books I want to talk about today. So first book I want to talk about today is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerry Maniscalco. This is obviously YA, it's very popular, and I think it's a very good place to start reading thriller if you're not into the genre. So what's good about this book is that it has the thriller element, and even though the thriller is like main to it, you can read it and be not that invested in the mystery, and you'll be okay and you will enjoy the book and the story and everything in general. So in this one we follow Audrey Rose, who lives in Victorian era London, and she wants to study forensic medicine, and so she's doing with her aunt even though her father doesn't want her to, and she sees herself involved in the Jack the Ripper murders investigation, and that's all I can tell without making any spoilers, but I definitely love this one. For me it was kind of gruesome because it has some pretty graphic descriptions about the corpse they are working with in the laboratory, but I mean, if you are okay with that, you're gonna be okay. I mean, it's, yeah. So good points about this book, as I said, you don't really have to be a thriller lover to love it, but it's highly enjoyable. I really like the characters, and I really love the relationship developing between Thomas Creswell and Audrey Rose throughout all this book and the next ones in the series, of course. But I really love this series because the characters are wonderful and portray a very healthy relationship, which is not often so shown in YA. So yeah, Stalking Jack the Ripper, my first thriller recommendation. I thought of recommending Sherlock books, but Sherlock is not really spooky or like thriller. But then I thought I didn't need, but I wanted to include another YA because it's a good way to start reading a genre through YA. So I decided I will include Studying Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. So this one, it follows the great granddaughter of Sherlock and the great grandson of Watson, and they meet in a boarding school in America, and they have to solve some mysteries. There is a whole series about it, which is composed by this one, Studying Charlotte, then The Last of Agus, The Case for Jamie, A Question of Holmes. I have my books there. So this one, not spooky, but highly entertaining, and I think it portrays really well the spirit of the Sherlock book. So yeah. It's staying up. It's not. It's gonna fall. Like this. Are you staying there? Yeah, I don't think our little friend is coming today. He told me he was gonna go on vacation. So next one I have is a thriller, like an adult thriller, I mean. And it's, I have our little friend came. I have, so back to the book I was talking about. So I have my Spanish edition with me. This one is, I think in English it's called The Ice Princess, and it's by Camilla Lackberg, who is Sweden. Really? Come on, little friend. So yeah, so this one is by Camilla Lagerberg, who is a Swedish. Yeah, I think she's from Sweden. Yeah, she's from Sweden, definitely. So she's a Swedish author, and she wrote amazing thriller. This one is the first one in her series, and I think it's like 8 or so books long. You keep following the same characters throughout all their books, but they have like different cases. And this one was particularly disturbing because I think to recall, it involves a child murder case. I mean, I've read all of those. I really, really love them. I never figure who is the actual killer, which is surprising because I always, in thrillers, I always figure very easily who is gonna be the bad guy in them. So yeah, hands down for this one. Well, this is my parking car. Yeah. So yeah, The Ice Princess 2, go and check it. Then I have another adult thriller, and this one, I mean, I just picked the last one because I just want to show you how I met the author and have my copy signed. This one is, I have the Spanish edition, White River Burning by John Burden. This one is the 4th or 5th book in his David Garney series, and the first one is Think of a Number, actually. And in this one we follow an ex-cop who is retired, and now he is like helping cops to solve some cases. Actually, I'm recommending like all his books and just like telling you to read his latest because it was really, really good. Like this series was like really good, then not so good, and then I think I have one book missing, but like yeah, it has its ups and downs, but in general I think it's really, really good, and especially within the thriller genre, highly recommend it. And the author actually is extremely nice. So the next book I'm gonna be talking about is an automatic buy author for me, and this one is The Truth About the Harry Quebert Affair, and the author is Joel Dicker. He is from Switzerland, and as I just said, I'm gonna read whatever this man comes up with because all the books I read by him are amazing. I think he has 3 thrillers and then 2 historical fictions I read. So yeah, I have all my copies signed actually by him when he comes to book fair, and he's extremely nice. What I like about this thriller is that it's not scary and it goes back and forth in time. And I think it's really, really nice because you get a mystery in the present and a mystery in the past, and to solve the mystery in the past you need to solve the mystery in the present, but to solve the mystery in the present you need the mystery in the past, and it's like incredible how well he intertwines all his story. So yeah, highly recommend this one, but if not, you can also read, I think in English might be called The Book of the Baltimore, and he also have another book which I think in English might be something like The Missing of Stephanie Meyer, something like that. Highly recommend this author, please go and check him out. Then I'm gonna recommend you a legal thriller because this is the first book I read by this author, and then I have the chance to meet him and like talk with him thanks to the Spanish publisher, and this one is 13 by Steve Kavanagh, and Steve Kavanagh is the nicest man in the entire world. I'm just shocked he like wrote this book with this incredible killer, because it's like disturbing in a way, and then you meet him and he's like the sweetest, and it's like wow. I mean, I got my book signed by him too, and he even get me $1 because I've never seen $1 in my entire life because I haven't been into the States. So yeah, so in this one we follow we follow Eddie Flynn. Sorry, I was just watching Tangled. So in this one we follow Eddie Flynn, and he's a lawyer and he works in New York, and he sees himself involved in a very big case, which is kind of like the O.J. Simpson case. So a famous actor is accused of killing his wife and the security chief, but he claims he didn't, and yeah. So this one is actually the 4th book in the series, but you don't need to read the rest of the books in the series because I haven't. in Spain we only have this one published, and I read this one, totally love it. And if you want to be kind of scared, read this book because the killer, wow, top notch. And what another thing, this book is told from two different perspectives. So you have one which is Eddie Flynn, and you have the other one which is the killer, and you're like within the head of the killer who is infiltrating the jury. Not spoiler, it's on the tagline in both Spanish and English editions. And the thing is, you know who the killer is, you know the killer, but like you don't know who he is impersonating within the jury, and it was like mind-blowing. Highly recommend this one too. I mean, obviously I highly recommend all these books. I should have made more room. So yeah, I think. Oh wait, I have more space in here. Sorry, little friends, you're moving. Stay there. Next book I'm going to be talking about is historical fiction thriller, and this one I really enjoy. I also got the chance to meet the author. I'm noticing I got the chance to meet many of the authors I'm talking about. Oh, I also met Camila Lackberg. I completely forgot about that. So, never mind. I'm feeling like I choose these ones because I met the authors, and not. I went meeting the authors because the thrillers were that good. So, the next book I'm going to be talking about is also, this is my Spanish edition of it, but it's by an American, I think he's American author, and he is Craig Russell, and the book is The Aspect of the Devil. And this book, let me tell you, it's gonna make into my top of the year for sure. It's gonna be like in my top 5 for sure. We shall see at the end of the year, but this one is gonna be in my top 5 for sure. This one takes place in Prague during like before like Second World War starts, and it's like you're following a murderer that it's kind of like emulating Jack the Ripper, but at the same time you're going into a mental health hospital that it's kind of like similar to Castle Dracula, like the location is similar to Castle Dracula, and you're following a psychiatrist that it's like trying to identify the aspect of the devil, and it was amazing. It has made twists and turns, and you're following the character, and the narration, it's so good, and it has like that plus to it because it's a book about evil and how Europe at that time was like surrounded by evil, like in all ways. And yeah, it was really good. Highly recommend it. And I'm definitely gonna check more books by Craig Russell because this book was beyond amazing. And yeah, I also had my copy signed. I need to put more space like down below because I'm extremely little. My shelves are extremely tall for me. Last book I'm going to be talking about today is a non-fiction. It's kind of thrillery, and I really wanted to recommend it to you. So this book, it's in English, it's called Chaos. The author is Tom O'Neill and has something co-author by Dan Pierre. Sorry, the name of the guy is hard. Dan Pierre Pembring, and this one follows the Manson case, Tate LaBianca case. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm like very fascinated by psychology and how human minds work. And so I thought this book was gonna be one thing, but then I found another one. This is a true crime, and it follows the whole Manson investigation. And it was amazing. I highly recommend it. It's disturbing what these guys tell us really happened. I don't know what to believe. Of course, I wanna read Selter Skelter by Bungalossi to see what I think of that one, and then like I wanna read some more to like form an opinion on the case and know, like, of course I know Manson was guilty of everything he was charged, but I wanna know if maybe in the prosecutor's office there was like something that wasn't like really done correctly or anything. I just want to know like how he made the people did, like him, like at the end Manson did people commit murder for him, and I want to know how that went and how like really the investigation went and everything. So yeah, this is my last recommendation that I'm gonna put here, because I definitely don't want to go up there. So those were all my thriller recommendations, like thriller spooky books. This is the spookiest I'll get. And yeah, so if you like thrillers like me, please leave me all your recommendations down below, because I'm always looking for more recommendations, because as you can see, I don't have any book to read. So that was all. See you in the next video. Bye bye.